Shall we begin? Let's begin now.
Aloha, Sagittarius. This is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly coming to you with your spirit messages for November 2021. This is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. Before we begin, I just wanted to let you know that I am offering one-to-one mentorship program. This can be for either 6 months to a year, depending what your needs are and what you would like to achieve. We will have a meta program of immunity, spiritual, mental, emotional, and physical immunity, as well as installing the Paradise program. What does Paradise mean to you? What are you intending to achieve? And how can you embody that Paradise within self so that what you want has to present in the 3D form, okay? So definitely get a hold of me. I would love to work with you one-on-one. You can email me for a free consultation. We'll talk about what your needs are and go from there. You can email me at thewhisperingdragonfly@gmail.com. Thank you guys for liking, sharing, subscribing. Hit that bell button, comment. All those things help the YouTube algorithm do what it needs to do so that my channel can continue to grow. Please do share the videos if they resonate with you, because I would like to continue to be able to give free content for you guys, okay? So let's get started, Sagittarius. A little bit of Hawaiian salt. That clears the energy and it gives you your minerals. We'll start off with the Keepers of the Light card. You know, I love to see which Ascended Masters or are watching over us at this time for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. We have Holy Amethyst, Divine Alchemy. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It says, move beyond current challenges, focus on what you desire. So there is Divine Alchemy moving behind the scenes, Sagittarius. I also suggest if you have amethyst, you know, to wear it or keep it on you or around you to look at. That's going to actually give you a physical anchor to help remind you to focus on your desires, that divine alchemy is happening behind the scenes. This is really beautiful. It feels like something that you have been wanting for quite some time, like all of the alchemical moments, all the cooperative components are coming together so that you can have that. So they're showing me, like, you know, the silver and the gold and like all of the elements sort of meshing together at this time, and that's what's happening right now in order to give you what you would like. We have the Flame as the next card. So this is the archetype that you're working with. So you are becoming the Flame. And let me just find the page so that I can read it to you. Which you guys are a fire sign. So I feel like you're coming into your own in many ways. Like you're rebuilding that fire within yourself. What they're saying is your internal spark that helps you to manifest what it is that you want. The flame is the fire, the spark, the glimmer. In Sanskrit, the word for fire is Agni. The ancient yogis saw this flame at the center of the abdomen and believed it to be responsible for our vitality. When it is lit, we are connected to our purpose and sense that life is a sacred gift. It is said that those who cannot see the sacred around them have let their inner flame go out. Think of this card as a call to reignite that fire, to cup your hands gently around the things you've forgotten, and protect the flame no matter how harshly the winds around you blow. It could be an inner archetype that begs you to light its wick. It is likely that the poet, the mystic, or the shaman would call to you with the language of the flame. Okay, so there is an inner need to reignite the spark within you. For those of you that have been having health concerns, they're saying specifically, they're showing me the pyramid here. So if you have a pyramid or can make a little pyramid and you know, put your desires in there. I also feel like month of November working with fire, so full moon burning ceremonies, obviously safely, you know, may come in handy for you at this time to really move into the magic. I feel like you're moving into a much more magical time in your life, Sagittarius, where you're really feeling that inner desire for more. So this is going a little bit deeper. It feels like you're elevating to a new level spiritually. So you've kind of conquered the mundane. So you've conquered the, going to work situation. You've conquered certain elements of relationship. You've conquered certain elements of spirit. And now it feels like you're going to the next level. So it feels very, very good. Let's see what those next levels are in your career and love life and even spiritually. So career, we have, let's get 2 more cards. Thank you. And 1 more, please. And 1 more, please. Nope. Okay, not 25 of them, Sagittarius. All right, here we go. Okay. Okay, beautiful. I feel like you are, you're overcoming a time where there may have been thieves in the midst, or you might have felt like that fire had gone out for what you do for work. You've been in kind of a savings mode, trying to save your energy, maybe even been a little bit stingy as far as monetary concerns are, considering what you would rather do for a career. And I feel like, those of you who run businesses, you may have found that there was some, thieves or people who were not really above board or Pono in your midst. And so you've had to make some decisions in the past few months that maybe were a little bit difficult for you. I feel like many of you are wanting to do something more spiritually based. You're bored with your current work situation. You're wanting it to be just more fulfilling, and the card that you got right off the bat for career, it was 10 of Cups. So you are moving into your wish fulfilled, to work that's going to not feel like work, that it's going to be a joy to go to. I feel like for some of you, they're saying philanthropist. So some of you have an idea that's very humanitarian, Sagittarius, that you're wanting to present and do. Some of you are doing a nonprofit, or changing up the way that you do work. So what they're showing me for some of you, like those of you that are in the medical type profession, like you're adding in holistic views. You may be starting your own type of practice, but you're putting in things that are more elevated spiritually and even on a physics level. And so, and those of you that are in other types of work, you're really moving to things that will make your spirit sing, that it's going to reignite the flame. Some of you may be opening your own businesses, but any way it goes, I feel like month of November, you're going to be very happy with the work that you do in the world. Like this divine alchemy is moving you into the work and the situations that are going to most benefit you in the long term. Okay. And then we've got in your love life, Sagittarius. So let's look at the love life for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising for the month of November. Okay. Okay. Beautiful. All right, we have a King of Cups reversed, an Empress, and then the Palace of Swords, which is the highest suit of the swords. Okay. So, I feel like month of, oops, I can't quite get this right here. I'm trying to, there we go. The month of November, we do have someone in your partner connection, if you're already connected, that's trying to balance out their emotions. I feel like you are coming into Empress mode. Male or female matters not. This is the divine feminine receiving, and this is in your absolute power. So this is learning the yin way of doing things, Sagittarius, the place of non-action. You are absolutely embodying that. You may be dealing with a water sign, so Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer, with this King of Cups, and gender matters not. It's just this one person in your duo, whether you're together or separate, is really trying to sort out the truth within themselves. That divine alchemy is happening. You're reigniting your flame, and they're seeing that you're moving into your power, and that the divine feminine part of you is absolutely coming into balance. Palace of Swords here. There is a great truth and a mastery that's happening. The Swords deck has to do with wisdom and spirituality. So it's there is a massive kind of turnaround in your relationships. You're only going to accept one that is spiritually compatible with you, as well as physically and emotionally. And you're coming to that truth and realization in yourself, Sagittarius. So you're not going to accept any wishy-washy. And whomever this is, I feel like for some of you, it's like they're showing me in thirds. Some of you are already in a partnership, and so you're deciding whether you want to stay in that partnership. There's a balancing that's happening. So those of you that are coupled, there's a balancing that's happening. Your person's kind of in a state of emotional flux, and that's okay. We're never all 100%, but you guys are really going to come to great communication in the month of November, those of you that are coupled, and you're really going to turn your relationship around. Those of you that are in no contact or separation, your person's seeing you. They're seeing the changes that you're making, and they're grappling with their own emotions because they would really like to come towards you. So I feel like by the end of November, there will be communication about where maybe they were off in their emotional scape, and that created a little bit of a rift in you, but that they're seeing you reignite that fire. And I feel like, Sagittarius, that you'll have a choice of whether or not to take them back, or whether to be with them at all. It may just be a closure for some of you. So it really depends on the choice. And if you feel like this person has actually changed, I feel like that's where the decision is. For those of you that are single, you're coming into your power, and you're realizing you want someone who is emotionally balanced. And so you're going to be attracting more truthful, honest, conscious relationships, where before maybe you would have accepted some fixer-uppers or things of that sort. And I don't feel like you're willing to do that anymore, Sagittarius. So you're really coming into a beautiful space within yourself. Now, spiritually, let's get 3 cards for where is Sagittarius spiritually in the month of November. There we go. Cool. All right. Okay. We have 9 of Coins, Queen of Cups, and 3 of Wands. All right. So spiritually, you're coming into your own. Okay. You're coming into a balance in your energy field and your emotional body. Your ships are coming in. So you're kind of in a waiting scape. Remember, like Holy Amethyst and the Flame are your 2 archetypes for the month. So you are absolutely waiting on those ships to come in, but they are coming in. We have the Divine Alchemy, which is, and your reignition of your flame is really bringing in a harvest for you. So you've worked hard for things. What Spirit's saying is, like, this month of November is blessings for what you have already achieved. So you're getting blessings in the month of November spiritually for what you have already gone through, the initiations that we were talking about earlier, that you have already gone through, the things that have already set their course for you. All right, let's take a rune. We got fertility. Beautiful. So you are absolutely in this fertile space, okay? Fertility is also the Empress energy, which we had over here, okay? So these two are work in tandem. So you're absolutely embodying that reignition of your flame inside yourself. You're absolutely embodying the beauty of your spirit, and therefore all of the other areas of your life, your wealth, your health, and your love life are taking a turn for the positive, regardless of where you are in your relationships. You're moving towards this beautiful positive situation. Okay. All right. Okay, you guys, just one please for Sagittarius. We're going to close out the reading with the Shaman's Dream Oracle, a card from there. There we go. Okay, lost compass, getting back to integrity. So perfect. It's like what we were saying before with the divine alchemy and with you reigniting the flame. Okay. These cards kind of have a similar vibe, okay? So where you have felt lost in the past or off path, we have 35, which reduces down to an 8, the number of the self and wealth. You are getting back on track. For many of you, I feel like you have felt like Alice in Wonderland a little bit, like you'd gone down the rabbit hole. You've been through so many initiations like we talked about. And so it's getting back to integrity. And part of that integrity, Sagittarius, is typically you guys are arched, 4 feet on the ground, the centaur with your arrow to the sky. So you're off always looking to the sky or to the next adventure. But I feel like for many of you in relationships and in your workspace and just life, how it's happened, it could have been from the pandemic or like a different shakeup for you. Essentially, it's like it feels like you feel like you've gotten off track somehow because it's not quite the life that you dreamed for yourself. And Sagittarius, you guys are the navigators, so you don't stay off track for very long. So what this is saying is that you're getting back to the integrity of you. You're getting back to the integrity of who you are as a being and what you want for your life path, because you will stay on path. That's one beautiful thing about Sagittarius is even if you take a detour, you get back on path. And I love that about you. And so, so those are the things to look at, okay? This month, have the amethyst with you, reignite that flame, and really look at the word integrity is the main one that's popping up for me. So make sure that you're above board, that you're in integrity with yourself first. Everyone else follows once you're in integrity with yourself, but it feels like you're coming back into your own. You're coming back into integrity with yourself, what you want for you, and it feels like there's an opening on your path to get you back on path after a bit of a initiation and a time of detour. Okay, so thank you so much, Sagittarius. That's what I have for you today. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and until next time, aloha.